So my obligatory scary movie is chosen. My kitty cat beside me on the sofa, quiet for a change. My kitty boy is in snooze land, keeping me company on the sofa while I start bonding with the Oracle of Pluto. So the Oracle of Pluto is a 55 card Oracle deck. Can I just draw your attention to the colours, please? Aren't they beautiful? I mean, come on. This totally ticks all the boxes for me. Lights my candle, floats my boat. Yeah, it's totally my jam. Now, the Oracle of Pluto is a shadow work deck. It's for the exploration of the darker side of ourselves and the world. It's a powerful tool for self-transformation and exploration, and using Plutonian archetypes and ethereal shadow puppet-inspired figures. This deck is going to guide me, hopefully, through the potent process of personal revolution. Did I mention it's a 55 card deck? I think I did. It didn't come gilded in the box, but I'm going to fix that right now. Here's my box of magical colouring tools. Oh, okay, just pens, but you know, they're still magical to me. I tend to use Sharpies for edging decks, and even these ones, which I can show you here and now. Yeah, there you see the name. Tend to prefer the Sharpies, I've got to say. They don't smudge, they don't run. This is another one which was just a very cheap highlighter pen that I purchased actually from a supermarket, a local supermarket, but they edge really, really nicely. I've been unsure of what colour to use for edging. I'm kind of going with the blue, but is it going to be too much blue? I don't know, I can't decide. Yeah, I'm kind of looking at the colours on the cards at this point. These are some metallic pinks. The blue's a possibility, pink is a possibility, lilac, silver, not sure about that. And I've even got a brand new black pen as well, but black feels a bit boring. I don't know. Let's have a look at the colours. Let's have yeah, let's do some testing with some of the colours. So I'm totally pretending here that this is going to help me make a decision. And it totally didn't. This is not helping me make any kind of decision. This is just making things harder. Yeah, and I really want to edge it in one colour. I think the silver is out. I don't think that feels like it's very relevant. This is the metallic pink, which is a bit meh, a bit too meh. I'm kind of feeling this purple and I'm kind of feeling this pink, but I want to make one decision because I'm going to just choose one colour. That's the black. It's a safe bet. It does cover the cards really nicely. What to do? Oh goodness me! I need some help. What do you think? Cast your vote now. What to do? I don't know. Which one? Still unsure. Let's yeah, I'll get back to you about this. Now, the Oracle of Pluto is actually a deck I'm working with this month, and it was a deck that I purchased at the beginning of May. Yeah, and I'm kind of sitting here watching my scary movie, and I just got it a bee in my bonnet to edge this deck. And as I can't decide what colour to edge it, I'm going to divide the cards and yeah, see which is the main colour in the deck. Let's see if this helps my decision making. Holy moly, how difficult can it be to decide on a pen colour? Really, honestly. I mean, come on, Angel, get a grip. Okay, so here we go. We've got three piles. We've got like a bit of a pink pile, we've got a bit of a blue pile, and a bit of a purple. I've seen Dawn Michelle's videos when they are edging decks, and I've seen them do this. So I'm kind of thinking that this is going to help me. Do you think it's going to help me? Let's have a look. The piles started being quite equal. Oh, now we've got a random card. Yeah, pop that in its own pile. Even this one, I think, is a bit random. Yeah, and the other 3 piles started to be quite equal. So this turned out to not be particularly very helpful at all. But the thought was there. At least this gives you a bit of a chance to take a look at some of the cards. Now we've got a whole group of animals and archetypes, including the crab, the hawk, the elephant, the puppet master, world, the devil, the penguin, the porcupine, the wolf, the skunk, the doe, the moose, the swallow, the salamander, a whole array of different animals and different archetypes in this deck. It's going to be a really fun one to work with, actually. So the colour purple won out, and my plan is to edge the whole deck in purple. Hurrah! A decision has been made. While I'm doing that, let's talk you through the guidebook and give you a bit of an insight into what this deck's about. So, reading from the guidebook, the Oracle of Pluto deck was birthed in tandem as an ode to Pluto, the venerable Lord of the Underworld, and as a vessel through which to delve deeper into our psyches, our shadows, our own personal underworlds, to become better acquainted with them. Too often people want to remain only in the light, equating darkness, which is to say our shadow, with something that's bad, undesirable, or maybe even evil. This is, however, a dangerous misconception. Our shadow makes up half of who we are. It is not to be feared, but to be understood, not to be eradicated, but integrated. We cannot become whole versions of ourselves without stepping into our underworlds and greeting whatever lives down there. Through the process of unearthing the other side of ourselves, we can achieve potent transformation, and that transformation is where Pluto comes in. In astrology, specifically a branch known as evolutionary astrology, Pluto represents the ideas of power, control, destruction, creation, cycles of death and rebirth, deep healing, compelling spiritual gifts, and ultimately, transformation. Pluto is our personal underworld. It's important to understand that our Plutonian path is a lifelong journey, and there is nothing about Pluto that's linear. Instead, it's a cycle of themes that we return to time and time again. We must slowly peel back the wound, layer by layer, revealing a new, more powerful version of ourselves each time. This healing cannot be found without the courage it takes to cross the threshold into the underworld and develop an intimate relationship with the shadow. Getting acquainted with our shadow is not a one-time conversation, and we would be remiss to think so. Just as any intimate relationship is built over time, so too is this one. The Oracle of Pluto guidebook is filled with piercing Plutonian questions to aid in the necessary introspection required for personal evolution. The whimsical nature of the shadow puppets depicted in the art is meant to balance out the intensity of this work with a light-hearted flair, and to remind you that you are here to write and rewrite your own stories. Now, I really like that. That really resonates for me, especially that last part about writing and rewriting our stories. That's something I've been working with in my own practice. So as I've been reading from the guidebook, you might well have noticed that the colour of the pen has changed several times. Well, I'll be darned. I made a snap decision whilst edging this deck and decided, I'll blow it. I'm going to just do all the colours. And why not? Colour makes me happy after all. So I decided to split the deck into 4 separate piles, 4 equal piles, and I coloured them in purple, pink, blue, and as you'll see now, I'm just doing the final pile in black. So yeah, let's take a look at the finished product, shall we? Why not? So there we have it. Most impressed. So yes, thank you so much for hanging out with me in this moment in my practice. I'm going to be dashing off now and starting to use this Oracle deck. Thank you for spending some time with me. Have a lovely morning, afternoon, or evening. Toodaloo!